Thanks for joining us in this edition of Renovation Time. So today we're going to talk about the renovation process, and you've decided as a homeowner it's time to renovate your kitchen, your bathroom, your basement, your main level. You found a contractor or contractors or somebody to call, say 2 or 3 of them, and you're going to call them in, or maybe you have one that you work with and you're just only going to call one. So what are the steps? What do you typically do? So normally the way the process works is that person would come in, or the contractor or the company would come in, and they'd look at your renovation and decide and give some ideas. One thing I hear from a lot of clients is, they may have 2 or 3 people coming in to look at it, is the varying of opinions of how the renovation should go, or maybe we should do this or that. And it's, as a consumer, as a homeowner, that's up to you to decide what the best process is for you and what's going to look the best, and excuse me, functionality is going to be the best for you. So you have to kind of dissect through that a little bit. Then once that's done, usually the contractor will go back, or the company will go back, and they'll do a quote and they'll come back and submit it to you. One other thing too is design. So when it's a kitchen, you definitely 100% want to have a design of your kitchen. And some companies will charge for this. And we don't, but it's usually sometimes the $80, $100, $150, $200, depending on how much time they spend on it. But is it money well spent? And I would say yes, it is. So if it's a good design, you want to spend some money on it, you want it done right, you want to spend your time to make sure it's perfect. So sometimes leading up to a job, if you have to spend a little money, it's okay to do that, because now you have something that you can actually look at and you can feel and you can sort of live with it for a while. So it's a really good idea. And we typically do this both on kitchens and bathrooms. If it's a standard bathroom, we're usually not going to do a design, but if it's changing and modifying, this is really good for the contractor as well, because what that does is when his installers are in there, basically now we can see exactly what we're doing, we know exactly what it's going to look like, and it's much easier to actually put the project together. So with a kitchen too, you'll get a line drawing similar to this one here. This is for a client, and it has all the measurements. So you could always check and make sure they're all accurate, but just again, gives you something really good to look at. And more people than not, they get excited about actually seeing something like this, because now they can visualize it, they can see it, and it's almost real. So when you're doing a reno, again, it's all the initial stages is really important. Take your time, do it right. So hopefully that'll help you in your next renovation. We'll see you next week.
Renovation Time is brought to you by Andon Kitchen and Bath Center. Visit their showroom at 1985 Lansdowne Street West, just west of Braley Drive.